Hello there. I just got my census in for 2010, and there were some interesting things there. So we're going to go through them one by one. Of course, the first one asks you how many people are staying in the house, and then question 2 is asking you the same question, I think. Were there any additional people? So they're asking if you're lying on the first one. We use the information to ensure response is accurate. So, all right. So I guess if you answered wrong on the first, if you put other people here other than what you put on the first, I guess they get you for contempt and they could throw you in jail. And of course, they want to know if the house is an apartment, a mobile home, or a house. And then they want to know if it's actually rented, occupied without payment or rent, owned by you or someone in the household, free and clear. Now, this is a very touchy one because there was a time, and you might forget this with your short memories, during the Clinton administration, Hillary was involved in this. They were actually thinking of taxing people who had their houses paid off. They figured, well, if you're not paying a mortgage, you got money to pay the government. And when they got caught with this thing, they said, oh, we were never seriously thinking about doing this. This was just a trial balloon. So, finding out if you have your house free and clear, you got to wonder what the hell that's all about. I mean, they know from the banks how many mortgages are out there. They have this information. But, this one is scary because Hillary bitch Clinton and Bill during his administration, they were actually thinking about taxing all the people who had their mortgages paid off. So maybe they'll come back to that. I'm telling you, these people are sinister. All right, what is your telephone number? I guess that makes sense. They can get it anyhow, unless it was unlisted for a specific reason, right? I mean, don't people have unlisted telephone numbers because they don't want to be bothered with people? So, all right. So now they have your unlisted telephone number. Let's see. Now you got to put each person living there. And which is okay. I've seen the other censuses from way back, and they did list the ages and all that of everybody. So this is nothing unusual. At least hopefully you can read it. Then they want to know what sex you are. So it's interesting. They didn't ask you what your sexual preference was. I mean, whether you were really a male or a female, or kind of a female in a male's body or a male in a female's body. They didn't seem to care about that, huh? Interesting. Not enough selections in that, I guess. Right? It's more complex than just male and female anymore. We all know that, right? Okay. Now this is pretty good. They want to know your age on April 1st, 2010, and yet they want to know your month, day, and your birth. Now, wouldn't the second one kind of tell you what the deal is? Or do they want to catch you in a lie? Let's see. So they need 2 bits of information. Does this make sense to you? All they had to do is ask for the month, day, and year of birth, and then you wouldn't have to put your age on April 1st, 2010, because I think the computer can figure this out. So here you go. If you forget how old you are, I guess they can say you're mentally ill or something, senile, and they'll medicate you. Who knows what the hell they're going to do. Anyhow, next. All right. Hispanic, Latino, Spanish origin. Now, when you think about it, no one knows really who their fathers were. I mean, you assume your father is the guy you know is your father, but who the hell knows? So they should say here, to the best of your knowledge. I mean, you know who your mother is, I guess. Most people do. Then you have people who are either orphaned or they were adopted. I mean, how are they supposed to find out all this sort of stuff? All right, so they want to know if you happen to be Mexican or Chicano or Puerto Rican and Cuban and all. I mean, does this mean that... I don't know. I thought everybody was entitled to the same rights and privileges as being a U.S. citizen, if in fact you are a citizen, regardless of what the hell your lineage is. It shouldn't really matter. I mean, it seems like there's discrimination, reverse discrimination, that they only care if you're Hispanic or Cuban or... Very strange when you think about it. And they don't ask if you're Swedish or Ukrainian or Latvian. Unbelievable. I mean, this is an insult to the Spanish, I think. Okay. All right, they want to know if you're white, black, African, American, Negro. A lot of people got upset with the term Negro. I don't know why. American Indian or Alaska Native. And, of course, you have the Asians. All right, so I guess this is kind of interesting. So at what point do you become? Do they tell you what percentage would qualify you being any of these things? Or I don't know. It's very strange. I mean, I'm French and Italian. Does that make me... What does that make me, huh? French and Italian? They make me white? I mean, in Italy, who knows? From Sicily? All kinds of interesting stuff going there. A native Hawaiian, other specific island. They don't seem to care about my dilemma of not knowing what the hell I am, actually. Okay, and here's a 10th one. All right. Does a person sometimes live or stay somewhere else? In college? Well, I'm not going to college. I'm not in the military. I don't have a seasonal or second residence. I do spend some time with my mother in New Jersey for child custody. In jail or prison? Well, that might be. I mean, I could be in jail and prison if I don't buy my health insurance if this thing goes through. Nursing home. They might put me in a nursing home if, in fact, I didn't answer the first question on my how old I was and my year and date. If they don't jive, I guess they could throw me in a nursing home, and for another reason. So I guess perhaps I should have put for another reason when I go visit my mom. They don't give the amount of time that you spend. I think they want to find out if you hit a seasonal or second residence, they'll probably want to find out if you really need that, or maybe you could use that to house illegal aliens or something. You know, really. I mean, if you already have a house, why do you need a second house? I mean, Al Gore has tons of houses, so in theory, I guess he could house a lot of illegal aliens and the like. So that was the census, folks. Nothing about how many guns we have, but I do see some areas there where I find some concern, and it's amazing that the internet has no record that I can find thus far of Hillary Clinton's attempt to tax the people who had their houses paid up. I know it was. I know it happened. I'm not making this stuff up, folks. So anyhow, God bless you. God bless you all, and please vote out Carney, Casey, Specter, and don't let sludge toxic Tom Corbett get in office, and don't let Casino Marino, both Corbett and Marino were friends of DeNaples. Do some searches on DeNaples and Corbett and DeNaples and Marino, and also Corbett and sludge, and you'll understand what we're talking about here. Take care.